Hello everyone, this is Robert from Book of Mormon Editions, where we discuss printings, publications, and various editions of the Book of Mormon. Each new year there sometimes is a renewed interest in reading the Book of Mormon, so today I'd like to review an edition that helps the reader through a year's worth of their scripture studies. This is the 365-day reader of the Book of Mormon, a large tabletop printing published under the name of Workman Family Classic. This is a large 8.5 by 11 full-page printing that's about an inch thick. The cover is a light brown and yellow, with the title and a unique image of the angel Moroni on the cover. The front pages have a background introduction and lists an editor by the name of P.D. Workman. The following pages explain the need to read the Book of Mormon and how this edition breaks down the volume into a full year's reading course. So this can be used at the start of January 1st, or can be used at any time and continued through a full 365 days, or if it takes longer than a 365-day study sessions to be used as needed. The text of the Book of Mormon is set in a full page without any headings. It's mentioned that the headings are copyrighted by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, but the traditional text is not. So this edition makes use of the text and verses and breaks it down to what can be read in about an 8-minute segment. After each daily reading section is a space to journal or write thoughts down for that particular reading assignment. So in a sense, this becomes a workbook for scripture study as much as it is a Book of Mormon edition. It's interesting that this edition breaks the Book of Mormon down into full year's worth of reading. Most of the time, each day is less than a chapter long, and it's split and organized equally and appropriately. For fun, I looked up a traditional 365-day calendar converter and wondered if there were specific days that would be interesting to correlate to how this edition breaks it down. For example, 4th of July is day 185, where Ammon meets up with the sons of Mosiah after their missions. Christmas Day is 359, and it lists as Moroni 7, where Moroni asks if angels ceased to appear unto the children of men, and that it is by faith that angels minister unto men. Christ coming to the people of the Book of Mormon in 3 Nephi chapter 11 is day 290, which happens to be October 17th. So it's an interesting concept to split the Book of Mormon into various study sections, and in this case 365 days. I guess you get a day off if it's leap year. Some additional background on this is that this can be found in several bookstore websites like Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Researching P.D. Workman, the editor on this, shows that she's a published author out of Alberta, Canada. Her website lists a number of authored books, and she's been publishing for a while in a number of various genres. I reached out to her, and she mentioned that she's seen other reading charts and such, but she came up with the idea of including the text split out like this with the ability to journal afterwards. She also said that she even calculated the word count and made sure each section was an appropriate length. For that, I'm pretty impressed with the dedication and that she organized this 365-day reader of the Book of Mormon. So no matter if it's the first day of the year or somewhere in between, I know the Book of Mormon is an integral part of scripture study, and I'm glad that there's study helps like this out there. Thanks everyone for watching this video. Please subscribe and let others know about the series. If you have a special or unique edition of the Book of Mormon that you'd like reviewed on the series, please contact me at bomeditions@gmail.com. Happy New Year, everyone.